Viltrumite against Viltrumite. That has not happened since the Great Purge.
You should have died at birth.
You're not seeing double.
Yeah. Do not adjust your television set. I'm assuming everybody's watching this on an old-timey television set. So, Robert, season 2.
Yes, season
We're
2
doing
of Invincible.
It's happening.
November 3rd.
November
Prime
3rd.
Video.
How does it feel to actually have a date now, and are you ready for people to stop yelling at you about it?
I'm ready for people to stop yelling at me about it, but I also am so appreciative of people yelling at me about it for the last 7 years since season 1 launched. So it's just great to see that people are invested. But I'm so excited. So much work has gone into season 2 and season 3, and to be back and to be actually like showing things to people and sharing things with people, it's been really great. And can't wait until November 3rd. Fantastic.
What kind of went into the decision to split it in 2?
Well, I think that once you see the season, I think there's a really strong narrative reason. I think that the 4th episode of season 2, you're definitely going to need a break. You're going to need a breather. You need to digest. It's a time of year when there's so much going on with Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, and all that stuff that I think it's great to kind of take a pause. And I think that narratively, it'll really make the season have a lot more impact. So yeah.
I will say the Adam Eve special was a nice surprise.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that, it was really important to us because, November 3rd is still a long way away. So it was really exciting to be able to come into Comic-Con and say, okay, look, not only are we giving you a date, not only are we telling you that the long wait is over, we're also giving you just a absolutely awesome piece of entertainment right away. Adam Eve is a great character. We love Adam Eve, one of the most popular characters in the show, and her story in the special is absolutely essential to the future of Invincible. Multiple seasons from now, there will be things happening that harken back to that special, and so it's a cool origin, it's a cool character, but it's a really huge and important part of the overall Invincible story.
I feel like Invincible Season 1 did a particularly good job of finding the correct things to update and adapt for television from the comic. Is there a particular adaptation from Season 1 that you're proud of, and did it inform anything going into Season 2?
The changes to the diversity, I think, was really important and really good. I think that, updating Amber's character, updating Mark, I think it was really, an essential thing that, made the show cooler. Representation matters and is great and all that kind of stuff. Stretching out the conflict between Mark and Omniman, I think that landed pretty well. I think that with Walking Dead, I was driving through that show with reckless abandon. I was like, kill this guy, move this guy over here, let's do this, let's do that. I'm happy to change anything. And I've kind of learned my lesson. Like, there is essential parts of the comic book that, the fan base really wants to see animated that I'd like to see come to life. So, there are these big differences that are important, that do update the show and make the show cooler. But there's a lot of stuff that's coming in season 2 that, will be very much in line with what people, saw in the comics. And there's always going to be like a different way that we move into something or a different way that we handle something to keep things exciting and new and different. But I feel like there's a little bit more of a upholding tradition with the way that we're adapting Invincible. That's cool.
Speaking of that kind of, J.K. Simmons was a huge hit in season 1 as Omni-Man, obviously. Given that Omni-Man kind of goes by the sidelines for a bit in the comic, was there any pressure to kind of bring Omni-Man back earlier for season 2? I
mean, the team at Prime Video, led by Michelle Wolf, has been great, and that was a concern. That he's not completely, absent, but he's not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, there wasn't any like massive directive to try and mimic season 1 or alter things to make sure that there's not any kind of core element of season 1 that we're nervous about, that the show's not going to, like, we've had the freedom to expand and evolve the show organically, because taking risks and doing things that are a little bit off the beaten path is kind of what made season 1 appealing, I think. And so we're going to continue that tradition, and we're going to be bringing in new ideas and doing new things and doing different things and expanding storylines and exciting in different ways. And so I don't think you're going to be missing Omni-Man in season 2. And if you really want to, you can play him in Mortal Kombat.
One of the reasons we won't be missing Omni-Man, will that have to do with us being completely in love with Angstrom Levy?
Maybe. Angstrom is a really cool character. It's he's kind of going to be the through line of season 2, the same way that the conflict with Omni-Man was the through line of season 1. And the conflict with Omni-Man is possibly going to rear its head when you least expect it. So you'll just have to see.
Angstrom Levy also kind of introduces the concept of a multiverse into Invincible. What's it been like to get to play around with that, and how do you feel about the fact that the multiverse is very much in vogue now, but you got to it a little bit earlier in Invincible?
Yeah. It was definitely a different time when those storylines were happening in the comics, but I think that we're handling the multiverse in such a different way. It's such a it's a more character based take on it, and it's all about kind of like the sliding doors aspect of like the way that things are different in other dimensions. It's not necessarily about bringing all kinds of aspects of other dimensions to our world. It's how the knowledge of other dimensions changes our world. And so it is a multiverse story, and I know that a lot of people are like, "Oh, too much multiverse." We're doing things in a much different way, and so I think that when people see what we're doing, they're going to be very excited.
And then last question for you: given that we're at San Diego Comic-Con and Walking Dead just had yet another Hall H panel again earlier today, what's it been like for you to experience the response to The Walking Dead after all these years, and how do you feel about the franchise going forward?
I mean, it's crazy that it's been going for so long and that it's still going strong. I think it's a testament to everything that, Scott Gimple and Angela have been able to accomplish with those characters. And it's been, neat seeing everything like expand to this degree. And it's awesome to see these characters getting these spotlight shows, and it's just really gratifying to know that those characters that I came up with, 20 years ago, like we're celebrating the 20th anniversary here, are still alive and well. And being enjoyed by millions of people. It's really cool.
Thanks so much for your time today, Robert.